Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are y'all doing? Hey, wave,
Hey,
everybody, wave. Hey, this
all
is
five
the real.
fingers.
There you go. This is the real gospel talk with our buddy, our other host, Captain J, our sister that's down there, Judy, aka Diane. If you know, you know, and myself, Orlando presents. Man, we're just about to sit back, relax, and have a good time. Chop it up a little bit. You know how we do on the Real Gospel Talk. Shout out to everybody out there for their support of the station. That's Quake RYC Praise News, where music is therapy. Run on over there and listen to some great music. Not right now. Look at us right now, but or listen to us right now, because you can be listening on Facebook and we don't even see the number change. So that's the mysteriousness of Facebook. Ooh.
Ooh.
Also, shout out to everybody out there on YouTube and shout out to everybody out there on Twitter. We're about to start the show off with a banger right here. This is a new joint, man, new video by our guy, David Lampman. And I don't know why I like this song, but I do, man. I like this joint. So we can start it off with this and we'll be right back.
All up in my feelings, I don't care if it's okay with you. God wouldn't judge me and I wouldn't do the same to you. All up in my feelings cause I had a bad day.
Take two.
World's gone crazy, if you feel me you can say it too. All up in my feelings, I don't care if it's okay with you. God wouldn't judge me and I wouldn't do the same to you. All up in my feelings cause I had a bad day.
Take two.
World's gone crazy, so I'm all up in my Feelings. I'm entitled to my feelings. Feelings. So I'm all up in my feelings. Nothing that I touch seems to turn to gold anymore. Turn to gold anymore. Turn to gold anymore. Had a pocket full of hope, now it's dirty jeans on the floor. Dirty jeans on the floor. Dirty jeans. I ain't been texting my friends back, it's been about a week yet. Now I got a cop knocking at my door. I just need to be alone. He like Jesus in the garden of Gethsemane. I need some time away with God to face what's up ahead of me. All up in my feelings, I don't care if it's okay with you. God wouldn't judge me and I wouldn't do the same to you. All up in my feelings cause I had a bad day.
Take two.
World's gone crazy, if you feel me you can say it too. All up in my feelings, I don't care if it's okay with you. God wouldn't judge me and I wouldn't do the same to you. All up in my feelings cause I had a bad day.
Take two.
World's gone crazy, so I'm all up in my Feelings. I'm entitled to my feelings. Feelings.
Feel
So I'm all up in
Yeah,
my
I've been
feelings.
looking deep within. I know it's hard when you hide all those secrets in. Came so far, I can't lie, been a decent man. In the car when I drive, devil sneaking in. God, I recommit, go ahead, let them speakers hit. All that BS, I'm releasing it. Got your piece, I want a piece of it. Growing pains, help me know just what the reason is. Pray for strength until the feelings end. Yeah.
All up in my feelings, I don't care if it's okay with you. God wouldn't judge me and I wouldn't do the same to you. All up in my feelings cause I had a bad day.
Take two.
World's gone crazy, so I'm all up in my feelings. World's gone crazy, I'm entitled to my feelings. World's gone crazy, so I'm all up in my feelings. All up in my feelings, I don't care if it's okay with you. God wouldn't judge me, I'm entitled to my feelings. All up in my feelings, cause I had a bad day. World's gone crazy, so I'm all up in my feelings.
Dude, I feel better. I feel understood. I feel uplifted. I feel like I was listened to. She was present.
Yes.
I go back. And I thought I tried everything. But then beats came into my life.
Rhymes came into my life.
lyrics got better. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get a little bit of Jesus?
You know I need that Jesus.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel good. I feel good.
I feel good.
Are you ready to get this going?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You're up.
Okay.
Oh man, I love the song. I love the song. The ending of the video for me is kind of. I didn't look at the whole video. I looked at majority of it, but hold on. The ending of the video was kind of up and down for me. I don't know how I feel about. I know what they were doing, with the pills and stuff like that and everything, but that was kind of. I don't know. I don't know. Wrong person looking at it would take it, wouldn't take it as the joke that it is, but
Yeah.
but I like the song, so I
Yeah.
like the song. Shout out to David Lampman, because that's my anthem for for this month. All up in my feelings.
But you got to spell it. They got me
Man.
learning the alphabet again. How do we spell it? I'm like, wait, what's he saying?
Well, that's why I'm glad.
How many E's? Too many E's.
That's why I'm glad. That's why I'm glad he spelled it. So when you have the song going, you can just spell along with him. You don't have to worry about thinking about the words and everything, how to spell it.
Yeah.
So. Oh man, I'm scared to ask Judy. What does she think? What happened?
Like I said, I didn't understand the whole pills at the end concept. I was like, you said the person might take it wrong. I'm like, I don't know how to take that.
All up in the feelings.
Yeah.
FEELI. Okay.
But I kind of understand what he was going for, because at the beginning he was, with a psychiatrist talking to the doctor and things of that nature. So the pills at the end, I guess, is kind of sort of what she prescribed, to him and everything. So I'm guessing that's what it was. I don't want to, tell somebody else's video, but I'm guessing that's what it was. Is that the pills were prescribed to him, and the pills were ability to sing, and then the other guy, oh man, my rhymes are good, and then the big bottle at the end was a big bottle of Jesus. Be like, oh yeah, I need that. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I like the song. Like I said, I like the song. I really do. And it was creative the way that they did the video and everything. In certain parts in the video, I would have been still standing on the ground and be like, yeah, I see you up there, David.
Just hanging around.
I wouldn't have been standing up on that window ledge thing like he was. So definitely, but definitely, good eye there, man. Good video, good song. So, and I like Mike. What's his name? Mike Lowe.
Mike Lowe. Yeah, they were. I think they met through the Extreme Tour. So Mike Lowe was in Galesburg and New Boston the other, like last year, I believe, the year before. And his merch stuff is Low Road, or LO space RD. So it's Low Road for Lord. But Mike Lowe could definitely put on a show.
Okay.
He's got stage presence. And then we went to Nashville last year. David was so welcoming that when we got there, just so excited to see people and like family kind of thing. So I love both of those guys with the energy that they put out for how faith how the family should be in the faith. So Mike's just got married, had a baby. So his wife did. He didn't have a baby.
Okay.
And neither did you.
Okay. I mean, Mike, man. I mean, I don't know, man.
It's 2023. I mean,
nowadays when they say the man, the wife had a baby, then that means that the man had a baby too. So definitely, I don't blame him for saying that at all. But it's all good. But yeah, man, I was thinking about something earlier, and it's going to be crazy. But have you ever looked at your plate of food and equated your plate of food and be like, okay, you have your main course and then you have your side dish. So have you ever looked at the fact that the side dish sometimes takes away from the main course, or you'll have too much of that side dish and get too full that you can't finish
Uh-huh.
the main stuff that's on your plate?
Uh-huh. Oh, I get that a
Now,
lot. Yeah. Yeah.
you say what?
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Oh,
Get the
okay.
yeah, get the mashed potatoes and gravy. Forget about the beef that's there.
So what I would, and this ain't me thinking about this, but it's like, okay, what if you equated that with your spiritual life? That Jesus is your main dish, and all these extra things that we want to do and that we add into our lives, that it's cool that sometimes that we have a little bit of extra, but sometimes we go overboard with the extra and we get too full or forget all about the main dish, or we get too full and we don't think about what God has for us because we filled up on junk.
Hmm.
You
Wow.
know,
Yeah.
have you ever thought about that? Or even put it in that way?
Mm-mm.
I can definitely see it that way. Yeah. You kind of forget about, not say forget about him, but you enjoy the dessert, the side salad, the mashed potatoes and gravy, but you forget about the main entree per se, the main thing, main reason why you have all that stuff and why you're at the table. You forget about that.
Exactly. Exactly. Because a lot of some people, they like a lot of the side dishes more than even get the main dish.
Yeah.
Especially some kids. Sometimes,
Yeah.
especially if you have like around Thanksgiving or whatever, you have sweet potatoes or something like that or whatever. All
Yeah.
depends on how the sweet potatoes are made. Some kids will fill up their plate on sweet potatoes because hence they're sweet. It's almost like candy. So they'll fill up on that and don't even think about, either the ham or, the chicken or the beef or the brisket or whatever that the main dish is. And that's why I was just sitting there thinking today that 'cause when I went to the store to go get my food and stuff, and I was sitting there thinking that I was like, man, why is it that we always have to have a side dish? I mean, a lot of times if it's not chips, it's French fries, is potato salad, coleslaw, macaroni salad. It's like, oh, we gotta have something on the side with this. And some people do a side salad, which that's not bad, you know. But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm thinking way out there over people's heads or or what when it comes to that, but that's where my mind goes sometimes.
And that's a whole different show. What's for dinner?
What's for dinner or what's for breakfast?
Either one, yeah.
So,
Bacon or sausage. Well, how about the pancakes? That's the main entree. So,
yeah, so I was just
yeah, I see
like,
where you're going with that. Yeah. Well, yeah, we get into like the music or the all the other side things and forget about, like I said, the main thing that's why we're here. So, and that's as Judy would say, that's you playing in my backyard. So,
I think I'm gonna look down there. I'm gonna look down there at Judy and see her sleep in a minute.
don't make me come over there.
Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. See, there she go. Get that yarn and get it started.
My body's okay. I'm game.
She'll be sleeping on
Oh
us.
man. But oh man. Sounds like Mike Teasy's song Sleep. But shout out to Mike Teasy. But yeah, like I said, it's just certain things like that that I think about that goes through my head when when I'm just sitting back thinking about different things or whatever, because it's almost like, okay, we know that we have a certain situation, we have a certain thing that we're trying to battle with, but those other things in our lives that seem so much, I don't want to say important, but it draws our attention away. And just like for instance, when you're looking at the news, and I don't mean to go down this rabbit hole because I know Jay,
Uh-oh.
but when you're looking at the news and the news starts talking about something crazy, and every news channel is talking about it, then you have a person that always puts a message up on Facebook or something. Oh, what is it that the government is trying to draw our attention away from now? You know, and lo and behold, sometimes something big does happen, and everybody's like, oh, so that's what it was, when it really had nothing to do with the situation that happened. So,
Yeah.
but that's what sometimes it seems like, that if we're not careful, we will get wrapped up in the side dishes and start to phase off and forget the main course and what Jesus has done in our lives and what he's continuing, to do within our lives. So we always have to make sure that we keep our eyes and our minds locked on that main, the main dish, the main source, and everything else is going to come, but it needs to come through him,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
but, but yeah. So Judy, just to try to get you up, what's going on with you?
Not a whole lot. Just doing a bunch of cleaning and um we got the butcher block top table thing I had built a while back. Um Finally got it sitting down to get the cat pee off it from our friends. Um Got that
Our
out.
friends didn't pee on it. They weren't cats. It was actual people.
Their kid did. Their cat did.
Oh
Um
my goodness, that is too funny.
yeah. It
We're
was
the cats, is, but we don't pee
cool.
on tables.
Yeah.
Not
No,
anymore. I don't.
they're feline. Feline pets.
Mhm.
We but it looks like a brand new table, which is kinda cool. So
Yeah, that table that you made.
No, that's a different table.
Oh, okay.
this is a different one. I made the other one too, but it's a rolling cart. You open up the doors on the end, and you can put we put like a mixer, stand mixer, and all that kind of stuff. And you can take it from the living or dining room area into the kitchen for more counter space because we have a small kitchen, and back out and eat at it. Load everything up on it and roll it back out to the dining room, and you can eat on it.
Oh, okay.
So
That sounds cool.
yeah. So I'm gonna polyurethane this time. I didn't. I just used a oil on it before, and I'm gonna polyurethane it this time just to protect the surface.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Outstanding. Yeah, I like that table that y'all shared on there. Looks nice. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, that one. Yeah, she decided to split it. It was one solid piece. And
Mm.
I heard last night. I hear sawing. I'm like, what is she cutting? I'm like, oh, it's late. She's got a blade. I'm gonna stay over here. I didn't know. So I went
it
in there and she's trying to get the last piece finally cut so it can split in two pieces.
well, it's
So
cleared off because before I had my computer on it and stuff, and I needed to get stuff out of it on one half, and I couldn't get it because without putting everything on the floor to lift up the lid and then put it back, get what I needed, get it back down, and pick everything up off the floor. So this time it was finally cleared off. So I decided before I put stuff on it, my stuff back on it, I would cut it in half so I could at least open half. This half is a desk part and half is storage on the other side.
Oh, okay. Okay. All
she's
right.
smart.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Man.
I had have done that to begin with. Just saying. We also plan on using it as a dining room table and having it cleared off. And I built this storage underneath so we could put our plates and silverware and stuff in it. So you just lift it up and then pull those out and then set them on the table and eat, and then you wash up the dishes and put them back away. But that never happened.
Mm.
We used it as a table. We just did dishes in there.
There's nothing wrong with that. It had multiple uses.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple uses. Yes. So who's looking forward to Sunday? What y'all got going on tomorrow?
Church in the morning, and then he's going to give someone a ride who uses a wheelchair to a birthday party, and then drop him back off. And then
it's
Iowa.
our friend Doc, who the first guy that our first show that we did. He was our DJ, and so he's kind of been riding with us for 7 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife had a stroke recently, so she wants to go to a birthday party downtown for, I think, grandkids. I don't remember exactly. He just asked if I could give them a ride to the birthday party because we have a wheelchair accessible van. And I said, sure. When? I didn't know what day or what time. So, because he's done so much for us, I mean, why not? I mean, that's what we do. So I got that tomorrow afternoon, and then after that we go back home-ish back to Burlington. And she's giving some Mary Kay stuff or something at that evening. So yeah, it's a fun-filled day, chopped up throughout the.
All right.
Yeah. What do you have planned? What's your big news?
Shoot, I got church planned. I'm
singing.
Going to church, singing, and then I got to go to work after church.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got to go to work after church. Hey, I'm not complaining. It's all good.
Whistle while you work.
There you go. It's all good. It's a job that we decided not to do on Friday. That we went ahead and pushed it to Sunday because Friday was just a weird day. It was it was real muggy and hot outside, and it was just like a nasty day. So you know how sometimes you get real lax when it's real too hot outside and too muggy and stuff. So that's about what happened with us and everything. So I was like, hey, I'm not mad at it. That's fine. As long as it's after church, it's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah, just got to get up early so I can get to church, get the singing going, praise, get up on the praise team and praise the Lord.
So cool to see that.
Yeah, so yeah. Before we jump into the announcement, keep y'all waiting. We're gonna jump into another video, and this is an old school joint. I don't even know if you've seen this one before, man. This is when Derek Minor. No, this ain't the same. That's not the same person. Never mind. But it does have KB in it, and it's called 116. So let me know if you've heard and seen this video and heard the song before. Anybody out there that looks at this show, let me know as well if you remember this video and song. We'll be right back.
Two, one.
Now let me hear you say, everybody say, I wanna hear you say, everybody say, now tell them I'm unashamed, I'm unashamed, I'm unashamed, I'm unashamed, now tell them I'm unashamed, I'm unashamed, I'm unashamed, I'm unashamed, I'm unashamed. who I be. But it don't matter who I is, I tell you who I rep for. It be that K-I-N-G-O-F-K-I-N-G-O. Yes, I'ma put it down for the crowds anytime I get a microphone. Guarantee it for my flesh in the catacomb. Hit it with a little bit of truth, little bit of proof, little bitty dudes when I say the Lord don't exist. I'ma hit them with the fire, let them know that they alive. Help them see God created this. Back on another track, safe from the world, ain't no way I'm turning back. Free indeed, as a matter of fact. My life for the king, you can really tell that. Homeboy, at the throne board, you know what I'm on board. Too real, this is no toy. Rep God, I have no choice. I don't want one either. Can't you see the king is cleaning me? I got a backpack full of drinks and I keep it down and Mac better yet ESV. Oh, you ain't feeling me. I'm cool, don't need your accolades. You can keep the fortune fame. That's just your misfortune, man. Not because I'm tight on wax. The Lord the only one that's great. Through him now I have been saved. For him I am unashamed. Everybody say, I wanna hear you say.
Savior home and normally
I don't show boat, but I do cruise on this. So welcome to the boat show. Let me get that. I'ma be up in it for a little minute, finna rock this thing. They be wanting me to start, but they gotta deal with it. Dirty gang, I'm about to shame. Let me spread this fame. Bought the spot, drop the plot of God. Running the gun, 100 to 1. If I'm under the sun, it's gospel, man.
This is how the
Show goes. Don't know. Perfectly purchasing, purposely purging me. Gotta be.
By the power of the Lord, man, my homies hit the street.
Like I don't care about the wristwatch.
They leaving G-Shock.
This is real, got a brother in Indonesia, where they persecute us bad on.
Right feet up.
So I can't ease up. I'd have been put ease up. Jesus, my Ebenezer. If he leads us, who can defeat us? So we living in holy, homie. You know that we be getting it. Say what you want, homie. We know that we gon' live again. My wife to my life to my days and my nights. It gotta be Jesus. Now let me hear you say. Everybody say. I wanna hear you say. Everybody say. Now tell them I'm unashamed. I'm unashamed. I'm unashamed. I'm unashamed. Now tell them I'm unashamed. I'm unashamed. I'm unashamed.
All right. Yes. Man. So, do you remember that?
Not that one. I know they've had a lot of 116 songs. I mean, they, of course, but that one not directly. It sounds familiar, but
And that was who I was thinking about. That was Derek Minor, but you know his name before Derek Minor was Pro. So yeah, that was him. So, but it was a younger Derek Minor and a younger KB and everything. So back in the 116 days, along with everybody Reach Records and stuff, early. That was like that video. I think it said 12 years ago. So
yeah. I mean, I know the 116 click, and so I mean, I it sounded familiar, so I might have when I was early listening. That's about 2011 when I started listening to that stuff. So I may have heard it, but didn't know who that was at that point. Because I started with Lecrae and stuff, and was it the Anthem? They had a variety of things. But yeah, it was close, but I don't know if that was one I had heard. I do like it.
Yeah, I just stumbled across it, man. I mean, like I said, sometimes I just do some, looking around, things of that nature. I just typed in 116 in YouTube and see what pops up, and lo and behold, that popped up. I was like, man, I'm gonna play that tonight. I like that joint. Shoot, that joint is slap right now, for real. Shoot, way better than a lot of music that's out here. Just saying. No shade, because I don't do music, no shade, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it sounds like a song that came out yesterday, kind of deal.
Yeah.
And he says 12 years old or whatever.
Yeah. The
I'm
track
telling
and
you.
everything still sounds fresh and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, what? So yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Good call.
um, yeah, I'll just go over the list of things and everything, and basically, this is the announcement that we're sharing. And just to let y'all know, once again, man, thank y'all for the support, things of that nature. Me myself, I'm not really into the whole award stuff and things like that or whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy when, when we get nominated for stuff and stuff like that or whatever. I do. I don't push too hard about, oh, vote for us and vote for us and vote for us. But I mean, this go around, I may. I don't know. I don't know. It just has to hit me in a certain way or something. But I don't know. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have been nominated in 4 categories for this year's Spin Awards. So definitely happy about that. Also our sisters, DJ Iceberg 365 has been nominated, and I believe in one or two categories, but she's along with us. So she's with us when it comes to categories and everything. So definitely shout out to her as well. The categories that we were nominated for is Internet Radio Station of the Year, Internet Radio Host Personality of the Year, Radio Station of the Year, and Small Market Radio Announcer Host Personality of the Year. Those personality ones was me, but it's still everybody.
Awesome. That's awesome.
It's still everybody. So, because the only reason why they say my name is because half the time I'm the only one that they see or hear my big mouth half the time, except for you in the morning.
Hey, congrats on that. Hey, that's no shame in that. We do different. We have different parts of the of what we do. Like you're doing that. You're that front spot there. I'm helping with like concerts and that stuff. You get that stuff going. That's how you grow. It's not just one person doing things. So that's awesome. You got radio person. That's what you do. Hey, you brought me into even being on these things. So you're doing good. You're doing good. That's awesome.
So yeah, so there's the announcement. Quake RYC Praise News. We're not when I say we're, I mean all of us plus God. God is really moving and making strides for us, making moves for us. Doing the things that we don't see behind the doors, because a lot of times we don't know if anybody's listening or what they're doing, things of that nature. They may not listen live, but one thing I can say is that we do have listeners that listen to us after the fact. You know what I'm saying? And they tune in and everything. So we don't know whose life we're touching, whose life we're not touching. Just like a young lady named Gina. Shout out to Gina. She works with New Tribe Records. Shout out to her. And she listened in. What was it, last night? Yeah, today's Saturday. Don't mind me. It's been long 2 days already. But but she listened in to the show last night when I was interviewing Ernest Music. So shout out to Ernest Music. And she told me something that you always would say to me, Captain J. She was like, I listen to a lot of Christian music and stuff like that, a lot of different shows, but I can honestly say the music you were playing on your show, I have never heard it before. And a lot of the artists, I have never heard of them. So it was refreshing to hear something different, than what every other show always plays. And I just told her it's all from God. That's a God given, thing to me. Is even if I play an artist you may know, I try to make sure I play a song that doesn't really get played. And it's like, why not? If you're gonna make a full album, why just play that one single? Yeah, we're gonna play the single that they put out, but we're gonna look through that album and see, okay, is there any other song out there that we can release as a station that's our single? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, and other people may feel the same way, but like, oh man, I didn't hear that. Was that on the album? Yeah, it was on the. Oh, I got to go back and listen to that album.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, so that's always been, my mindset when it comes to that, and I love finding new artists. I mean, I don't know, I just love finding new artists. I love our brothers and sisters that we have relationships with, of course, and we support them. But I love finding new artists, playing new artists' music, or playing something that I know nobody else is even given a chance in playing. So
Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, it's kind of scouring for new things, and that's how you get into new music and find new artists as a listener. You're like, I never knew this existed. You hear it, like that's a whole new song, and then you track them, and find new music from there, who they've collaborated with. That's how I got into it. And I started with KJ52, then I ended up with Lecrae, then I ended up with 116, and now the rest is history of where I ended up. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
That's how you don't know what domino is going to be, how that's going to be affected down the line by just one new artist from a new listener kind of deal.
Exactly. And that's the one thing too that I do, that you just said that you do as well. That's one thing that I do too. Like if an artist collabs or features on an artist's song, if I don't know that artist that featured, I'll go and look at that artist and say, okay, what do you have out? Especially if their verse or something really catches my attention.
Yeah.
Excuse me, then I'll go back and be like, oh man. I mean, because come on, man. Realistically, there are like thousands of Christian artists out here. Artists that we have never even heard of a day in our lives. Because just like I did the Instagram reel for Danielle Speaks new song on Instagram, and I had a couple of people ask me who was that, and I'm sitting there like, huh? Sometimes I gotta forget that everybody doesn't know, just like I don't know everybody doesn't know the artists that we know. So that's why I just be like, don't give I'm speaking to myself too, but mainly speaking to these artists that feel like, why am I doing this? Nobody's listening. Am I really making a point or whatever? Yeah, you are. That niche or that crowd or that particular group of people just haven't found you yet. I mean, keep pushing, keep putting out your music. If you want to slow down and put out one song a month, okay, that's up to you. You can do what you want to do, but don't quit altogether. Don't quit altogether, because you never know who has heard of you or haven't heard of you. You never know. You don't know you don't know what piece of music you put out that you may have put out 10 years ago that might affect somebody's life today.
Well, yeah. Well, a good example of that kind of thing is with Flame. He did a song with NF. At the time Flame was the one, and NF was kind of doing a feature on there, and NF is singing on this on the track, and it's like, that's weird. And now NF is doing one of these big artists, doing hip hop and all that. It's like, you look back on, he was just a feature on Flames track.
Yeah.
Singing. Not even rapping. But I mean, when I first heard that song, I kind of looked at it enough. I'm like, oh, he's good. Now he's this huge, selling out stadiums kind of thing. You never know who you're going to come across. Now Flame was the smaller artist of the two, and when they started, he was the bigger artist of the two.
Yeah.
Zay Hill does that too. Zay Hill's been on so many tracks. It's like, man, he's always collabing with somebody.
Yeah, definitely. Whew, definitely. And that puts me in the mind of Paris Carriz. I mean, some people may know of him, some people may not, but he came out after Ty Brazel, and him and Ty Brazel and all them was running in the same, same circles and stuff and everything. Because I remember Ty Brazel was actually sharing Paris's music to get people to listen to his music and stuff or whatever, and to interview him and to help him out. And now Paris has, I guess quote unquote topped, Ty a little bit when it comes to notoriety and and things of that nature. They may know Paris before they know Ty, but sometimes that happens that way. It just all depends on the market, the market you're in and the market in the lane that God has you to go down. It's not saying that the other person is making more of an effect. It's just that the particular people that they're catering to is supporting, I guess, a little bit more than the other lane is, but you're still making an effect, at the same time. So
True.
It's just weird sometimes on how that happens, that sometimes a backup singer can turn around and blow up bigger than the main star. It's like, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, this isn't Christian music, and this is old news, but like J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, when she was on In Living Color as a fly girl, one of the dancers, she kind of moved up from there. Paula Abdul was a cheerleader with the Lakers or something.
And everybody, nobody, just like with Jennifer Lopez, even the ones on, the ones on the show and everything, even talking about it now, they're like, yeah, we really never knew that she was gonna blow up to where she is.
Yeah,
she was, J-Lo was Jamie Foxx jokes around and say J-Lo was the H.O. from the hood or whatever, but he jokingly says that. I don't know how true it is, but it's whatever. But he jokingly and says that or whatever. But it's like, who knew that she was going to be what she is now? But yeah, it happens in football all the time.
Yeah,
in football all the time. Look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady was a 7th round. I think a 7th round pick. Now going down retired and going down in history as the best NFL quarterback in history.
Yeah.
Who in the world? Nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
And he got his job by the way that nobody was supposed to get their job, because once upon a time you couldn't lose your job by being injured, but everything went out the window at that time. But Drew Bledsoe with New England Patriots got hurt, and then Tom Brady came in, and that was a wrap. That was a wrap. So it's like, it happens all the time. It's just, where are you? Are you prepared for what's to come? And I spoke on that years ago, man. Years ago, I did a short podcast called The Backup, and I was like, sometimes it's good to be a backup because you're sitting back in the wings, you're waiting, but you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared because you never know when God is going to call your number to call you up to start taking over and being that starter. Are you prepared to be the starter? Are you prepared to, oversee the flock once the starter goes down? So it's just crazy on how that happens. But yeah, you have a lot of backups that aren't prepared.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the backup, I guess. Maybe Judy's the backup. She's awake. Okay.
Back up to what? We all starters. What are you talking about?
We all starters.
We're all starters in our own right. That's right. Just like what you just said. You and Judy, y'all run the events. Y'all do it, and y'all do it. You do it very well. I, do the radio stuff and things of that nature or whatever. But we all start in our lanes and do what we do well.
Yeah. She's the book writer.
She's the financial guru. Excuse you.
Yeah, that's true.
She is the money. Yes. Do you have one? Do you have one tonight?
just the repeat that I had earlier on Friday. For those that didn't hear about the Avon, I did want to correct something I said yesterday. It can count as a second mortgage, and it can. But they said they can foreclose on you. They could potentially, is what I wanted to say. There's always that potential if your house is paid, but then you have this lien against your house with your HELOC credit card, working on your equity in your house. And if you can't make that payment, you can't pay that card, they can potentially file for you to sell your house to get their money back. So
wow.
I kind of said they can. I meant to say they could potentially do that to you. Not saying they would. I'm not an attorney, or any way, shape, or form. But I do know that it's considered a second mortgage. And I do know that if your house is paid off, they're the primary, and they have a right, if you're not paying your payments, to get their money based on the security of your home as your collateral for, they can force the sale of your house. Could potentially force the sale of your house, to get their money.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Man,
No.
It all sounds good.
So,
my advice for y'all, if you really need money like that, get a credit card on your spouse. So if you can't pay back your spouse, potentially they're gonna take them away. No, I'm joking. But
For more advice,
foreclose your wife.
For marital advice, contact Orlando.
Oh, I have great ones too, but on a different note, before I get myself in trouble.
Oh my
I
goodness!
don't know if I officially announced it yesterday or not. But Burlington's now official for the Extreme Tour.
Oh yeah, you told us about
Okay,
that.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's awesome though, man. See, and there you go, proof in the pudding right there.
Yeah.
All depends on what pudding it is. Proof in the pudding.
Yeah,
That,
I talked to Jerry last night. Yeah, Jerry's all excited. We only got two waters that I know for sure will be there. Jerry Fee, and Heliographs, and D-Rock, Derek, and D-Rock.
And then
from Macomb, Illinois.
you'll get up there and start spitting.
So are you.
Yeah.
Well, I can spit. I'm good at spitting.
We could be comedy relief. I mean, hey, shoot, that's all good. When have they seen? Yeah, that's right. I don't think there's ever been a big black fat guy and a big white guy on a comedy team together. I don't think they've ever seen that before.
Hold on. Big fat black guy, like you said, and a big fat white guy. Don't forget the fat white guy. I'm definitely fat.
I thought I did say that.
No, you just said big white guy. You just said white guy. I'm fat too.
Oh, my mic must have went out. I did say fat. I didn't spare your feelings.
Okay. I'm called like it is.
Hey, if I'm gonna say it about myself, I'll say it about anybody.
Yeah. PH fat is what I am.
Oh my goodness, man! I don't think there was a team like that ever in comedy. Man, we'll make a killing, dude.
There we go.
No, this is a funny story. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's a funny story.
Jason, when we met, says, he said, "You like tall, dark, and handsome. I'm short, white, and ugly." And I said, then I said back one time, I'm not thinking I'd repeat what he said, and I didn't remember everything he said. So I said, I know, you're short, fat, and ugly. He goes, I said white, but thanks a lot. I'm like, I'm sorry. He married me anyway.
22 years.
There you go. Dum dum da. See that song. If anybody ever pays attention, it's telling you dum dum da dum. Dum da dum. See, it's warning you as you're coming down the aisle. So,
well, I played for a friend of mine when she got married, and during the rehearsal, I did do 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 do, like the Jaws
Oh my goodness.
Jaws thing. She
So
goes,
who was devouring who?
I don't know. But I was like, I did the Jaws theme song, and they're like, that's funny, but don't do it tomorrow. Said I won't.
Oh my goodness. Boy, that is hilarious though. That's funny.
Or no.
But yeah, man, we got a lot of things going on that we just got to get prepared for, man, because the ball is about to start rolling for real,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
excited, man, excited. So definitely. I was thinking, man, I'm gonna have to, maybe y'all can talk to some of your youth group and everything too. I was thinking about doing, and I don't know if I want to say it on the air though, because I don't want nobody to steal my idea. Not this one. Any other time, I don't care if somebody steals it or not. But not this one. I'll wait until we're off the air and I'll say,
Okay.
yeah, because I don't want nobody to sneak in and be like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
Well, I have an idea, but I don't think anyone can really steal it. But I was thinking on the Extreme Tour, we could figure out how to do interviews while we're there.
Yeah.
They can't
Either
really steal that.
before the groups go on or after the groups come on.
Yeah, and so we'll have all day.
Yeah, and then we can record. We don't have to go live with it. We can record it and then just upload it later.
I think live would be fun with it.
The only reason why I say that, just in case if like signal goes out or something like that or whatever.
Yeah,
but we can. So
I'm figuring there might be some interviews, minimally with the artists. We have the ability to do it. Yeah. Might as well. I mean, they're gonna literally be here, and you'll be here. Everyone's gonna be in one spot.
Yeah.
Make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. Yeah. Wait, I'm Captain. Hold on. Make it happen, Orlando.
Yeah, man. I'll make sure I wear pants. So, yeah.
Well, you don't have to, but it's preferred.
Ooh. It's gonna be kind of warm out there, I guess.
Yeah. It's August. So yeah. Yeah. That's okay. We won't judge you.
Shoot, I was walking to the store today, boy. It was kind of hot out there. I was like, man, I'm sitting there dripping sweat. It's like, dude, I should not have worn my hat.
But you had pants on. You would have been much cooler if you didn't have pants on.
Mm-hmm. If I didn't have pants on, boy, whew, something else would have happened.
I don't think I would have for the weekend.
And there you go. I don't think I would have made it in August. So.
This is wrong. This is wrong.
Oh man. But I got one more video for y'all, man. This is by an artist by the name of Serve. The name of it is called My Worship. We played it before on other shows, but I just felt like playing it for tonight. So we'll play this and we'll be right back with more of the Real Gospel Talk. Let's go.
Way
us. The way he called us his children, so many fatherless. The way he gave us a home, so many homeless. Truth in the life, there's no other like thee. He is the way and he on all the rights to all of our souls. If you stuck in the night, you run to Jesus, cause he is the light. This is my worship. This is my praise. I came to worship. I came to pray. Repping my Savior. This is my way. I love the name Jesus. Great is his name. He came and healed me from my insecurities. All the trials and pain, he took the fear in me. Depression, anxiety, it was killing me. I had to call on his name, Jesus, come save me. I need you, oh Lord, I need you. I can't leave you, no, I'll never leave you. Been through it all, and seen it all, and he was there to carry me through it all. This is my worship. This is my praise. I came to worship. I came to pray. Repping my Savior. This is my way. I love the name Jesus. Great is his name. This is my worship. This is my praise. I came to worship. I came to pray. Repping my Savior. This is my way. I love the name Jesus. Great is his name.
All right. Once again, that was served with my worship. The brother is doing his thing, man. Yeah, he rose with um Brian Brian Trejo and them. So definitely.
That's where I've heard. I
Yeah.
recognize the name and where Kingdom
Yeah.
Music.
I've had him interviewed him a couple of times.
Yeah.
Good brother, real good brother. So definitely, and also he has his own clothing line. It's more than just a merch line. He has his own clothing line. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot the name of it. But I'll get the name for y'all. But he has his own clothing line and his own tennis shoe line that he's been releasing for a minute now, and he donates to a lot of youth organizations, different tennis shoes and things of that nature and stuff. He has a nice pair of some nice shoes, Definitely haven't had a chance to order any, which hopefully this year I can change that. Maybe order a pair or two. But definitely has some nice shoes though. So like I said, I'll get the name of it and share it on our page and stuff for people that might be interested. Do y'all have anything you want to close out with?
Other than as my normal spiel, when I remember, is we are a 501c3 listener supported ministry, so we want to be able to continue to grow as we have been doing more shows either on the radio or video, also concerts and such, like bring tours out. So all the funds that do come in go to help cover those expenses. They help get music and merch, which we do have merch available. Those are not tax deductible, but they are available. So we have hats, which we just got, and then winter hats is what I call them. What they're actually called, beanies or something like that. Like $20. But we are listener supported. QuakeRadio.com. That's KWAKE radio.com. Or as I've been told, it's also Quake, which is actually means his place. I went to my old store today, and so he goes, "Oh, do you still have the Quake van?" Yeah. So, but on QuakeRadio.com, there's a donate button on there. We're part of Artisan Christian Tennis Artists in Christian Testimony International. So feel free to donate there. So those are tax deductible on that. So we want to do more shows, get Orlando out to wherever we happen to be more often, or us or us to where he's at for the Extreme Tour next year when he brings it out to his area. So make those things happen. Then we can do that with our family here. So feel free, whatever God leads you, whether it's 50 cents to $5 million, we'll accept anything in that range.
Ooh.
Well, more or less. I mean, we'll take 15 cents.
$5 million. Yes, we'll take that. Yes, please.
Yeah. And it has to be real dollars, not Monopoly money.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
But yeah, that's all I really got. But once again, thankful for all those that got Orlando and our station here nominated for those awards. Good work does not go unrecognized. So we appreciate all the work that you've put in, Orlando, to help get us to where we're at in that aspect.
All glory to God, man. All glory to God.
Yeah. We're a team. We're a family. We all get it through. We've all made it.
Yeah. We still got a lot more work to do. All glory to God.
Yeah. I have a lot of work to do on myself, but we won't talk about that. That's another show.
Oh, wow. I think it's the same amount of work I got to do on myself, man.
He's been trying for 22 years on me, and she's still working.
Oh my goodness! But this time next year, I might get married. Y'all never know.
You're putting that Facebook post out there.
Yeah, this time next year, Lando may be married to Orlando.
Awkward, but that's okay.
I'll be like Dennis Rodman and marry myself.
Sure. I remember that.
Yeah, man, the dress and everything. But anyway, y'all have a great night, man. Once again, this is the Real Gospel Talk, and we'll catch y'all next week at the same time, man. Same bat time, same bat channel. Quake RYC Praise News will be back with y'all Monday morning with What's for Breakfast. We sit down with Mr. Church Monday morning, and then myself will be sitting down with Music Man, a reggae artist, Music Man, Monday night. So man, we got a lot of things going on. And then Tuesday, we actually sitting down with Harvest. You've heard a couple of her tracks. She has a brand new single called Forever that's out. And Tuesday night, we'll be sitting down with Jay Measy, which is the host of God's Son Listening Party, along with Alicio J. Torres. So man, it's gonna be crazy these next couple of days. So I'm excited about what God is doing. So let's just keep on spreading his message, and know that you are loved, man. You are loved. All right, let's go.